With the transfer window for Europe's biggest clubs set to open soon, find out when the transfer window opens and closes across Europe's top leagues. Rest assured that Transfer Talk is scouring the world's media and setting correspondents loose to see what is on the agenda. You can click here to review all the latest transfers. Top story: Maguire in demand. Leicester City's Harry Maguire will play his final game for the club this weekend as Arsenal, Chelsea and Manchester United prepare to battle for the £60 million rated defender, according to The Sun. That would break the record for the most expensive British defender, currently held by Kyle Walker and John Stones, who joined Manchester City for £50 million each. While United have had a long-standing interest in Maguire, rumours that Toby Alderweireld will be leaving Tottenham have Mauricio Pochettino looking at alternatives. It's looking as though Maguire's next destination will be one of the Premier League's top 6 sides. Live BLOG 14.37 BST. A mooted Juventus move for Roma defender Kostas Manolas has been put on hold, according to reports in Italy, and that could let Manchester United in. Arsenal have also been linked with Manolas. 14.00 BST. Not a transfer as such, but an appointment that will shape a transfer or two. Brendan Rodgers has made Lee Congerton, who worked with him at Celtic, the new Leicester head of recruitment. 13.27 BST. Antonio Conte will make a move for Manchester United striker Romelu Lukaku if he becomes the new coach of Inter Milan, according to Corriere dello Sport. 12.44 BST. Everton manager Marco Silva has told the Liverpool Echo that the club have begun negotiations with Barcelona over a permanent deal for on-loan midfielder André Gomes. His future is open and it is up to us. The best we can do to sign him, Silva said. I don't know all the details, but I think we already started to do something. 12.10 BST. Juventus coach Massimiliano Allegri has said rumours surrounding his future are amusing, as he insisted on Saturday that he does not intend to leave the Bianconeri at the end of the season. There was speculation during the week that Allegri had decided to leave Turin, but he dismissed that at a news conference ahead of Juve's trip to Roma on Sunday. I find it amusing reading and hearing everything, he said. This morning, I was just thinking to myself, if I'd not won some trophies these years, I would have been impaled somewhere. I find it amusing and it's part of the game. We've been champions for a month already. We'll have a meeting next week with the president and draw our conclusions like we do every year. I said before the return leg against Ajax that I was staying, and this is a fact. Horncastle. Conte's potential return hangs over Roma. Juve 11.25 BST. Barcelona have already signed Frenkie de Jong, are favourites to bring in Matthijs de Ligt and are now being linked with a third Ajax player, according to Mundo Deportivo. The Spanish outlet reports that midfielder Donny van de Beek is also a target. The 22-year-old Netherlands international has scored 11 goals this season, including the only goal in the first leg of their Champions League semi-final against Tottenham. 10.35 BST. Ander Herrera has confirmed he will leave Manchester United at the end of the season when his contract expires. Spain international Herrera, 29, made the announcement in a farewell message posted on the club's Twitter account. Sources have told ESPN FC that Paris Saint-Germain, Arsenal, Juventus, Inter Milan and Barcelona are among the clubs interested in signing the midfielder as a free agent in the summer, with PSG the most strongly linked. Herrera spent 5 years at Old Trafford after signing from Athletic Bilbao in 2014. He helped the club win the Europa League, FA Cup and League Cup in 2016-17 and claimed the Sir Matt Busby Player of the Year award that season. A goodbye message from Ander Herrera.
Red Circle.
However, sources have told ESPN FC that prominent members of United's recruitment team voiced worries that De Ligt, who lined up against United in the 2017 Europa League final, was vulnerable to gaining weight because of concerns about his family history, leading the club to ditch the pursuit. 9:30 British Summer Time. Barcelona are due for an overhaul of the squad after yet another Champions League humbling, and are confident they can do so without necessarily losing any of the big-name players, according to Sport. The Spanish Sport Daily reports that sales of French players such as Malcolm, Jasper Cillessen, Rafinha, Denis Suarez and André Gomes can bring in more than €100 million if all are sold, and that is before the potential exits of first-team stars such as Philippe Coutinho, Samuel Umtiti or Ivan Rakitic are factored in. Barca coach Ernesto Valverde, whose future is the subject of speculation following Tuesday's shock European elimination with the 4-0 loss at Liverpool, will address the media later today. Paper talk by Steve Wright. Sancho staying in Germany. Jadon Sancho will not be moving to Manchester United in the summer, with Borussia Dortmund officials saying he will stay in Germany for at least one more season, The Sun reports. Sancho, 19, is reportedly valued at around £100 million, and while bids will almost certainly come in, Dortmund are determined to resist approaches when the transfer window opens. Germany's rising stars reach crossroads as transfer window nears. When does the transfer window open and close? A number of top Premier League clubs were reported to be interested in bringing Sancho back to England, none more so than Manchester United. Sancho has scored 12 goals this season and earned a call-up to the England squad. Spurs want Bolton's next big thing. Tottenham are among the clubs interested in 18-year-old midfielder Luca Connell, who will leave Bolton when the club goes into administration, according to The Sun. Connell has also caught the eye of Wolves, Everton and Norwich, while Southampton and Brighton attempted to sign him in January but had two bids rejected. But with Bolton now in debt amounting to as much as £41.6 million, it's likely that they won't have much power in any transfer negotiations. Tap-ins. The Mirror cites Portuguese outlet Bola as reporting that Benfica will offer forward João Felix a new contract worth £2.1 million a year to fend off interest. From Manchester United, Manchester City, Juventus and Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid face a decision over the future of on-loan Chelsea forward Alvaro Morata, according to his, with the option to keep him on loan for another 12 months in exchange for €18 million, buy him outright or send him back to West London.